All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Ryan Garcia is a dangerous fight for Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz, according to, not Leo Santa Cruz, Teofimo Lopez, forgive me, according to one of the best trainers in all of boxing, Ronnie Shields. Let's talk about that and this really, how can I say it, man? I think people are hating on Ryan Garcia's performance just a little bit too much. Not hating, but not quite giving the dude the credit that he deserves. And I believe we should give people the credit that they deserve, but not a lot more. And let's talk about those things in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. So Ryan Garcia proved what I thought of him. I ended the year 2020 with a perfect record on my fight predictions. Now, the reason why I say that is because I'm tired of you all acting like you know more about boxing than I do when you can't even pick fights right. The fact of the matter is that Ryan Garcia's fight was kind of difficult to pick this time, though, because he has a flaw in that he throws a bunch of punches with his chin stuck straight up in the air. He's not tucking it, and eventually, instead of that, eventually he's going to get caught. And I've said that for a while, and this weekend, boop, against Luke Campbell, he gets caught with that shot, with his head up in the air, and gets dropped. After he gets dropped, though, he rolls over onto his feet, looks around, kind of calm, doesn't look like he's panicking, right? Almost like he's been there before, looks around, wipes his glove off, and then goes about beating up Luke Campbell, all right? Beats up Luke Campbell, stops Luke Campbell with a body shot. Luke Campbell is a very solid fighter. He's not a great fighter, but he's a very solid fighter. He's an Olympic gold medalist. He went the distance with Lomachenko. He had a good fight with Jorge Linares. He is a good, solid fighter. So Ryan Garcia, who is a good, solid prospect, fought a good, solid gatekeeper, and he won. And he deserves the credit for that. 100%. There's no need for me to say, oh, I'm not happy with his performance because I think Gervonta Davis beats him. I do believe Gervonta Davis beats him. But I do believe after seeing the fight with Luke Campbell that the fight doesn't seem to be a complete joke to me anymore. Now it seems like, oh, this kid is really moving in the right direction. He didn't have his chin swinging straight up in the air with Luke Campbell after he got clipped. He made sure that he was more defensively responsible. I love the fact that he walked down Luke Campbell and he started really laying them very heavy shots on Luke Campbell's body and ultimately stopped him with a body shot. That was very, very good work. That is a very good win under pressure. Hey, man, I liked what Ryan Garcia did. Does that mean that Ryan Garcia is the best fighter in the world? No, it does not. But it does mean that as he progresses, these other guys, if they are not watching what they're doing and Ryan Garcia is really on his game and really working hard and following the advice of the multiple Hall of Famers he has around him, Bernard Hopkins, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, those guys, the trainer, whose name is skipping me right now, Eddie Reynoso, those guys know boxing. That's why they're picking on these Euro bums to beat up, quite honestly. And you can say what you want about me using that term, but that term is not one that I created, okay? It's one that I heard throughout the whole 1980s, 90s, when they would talk about European fighters coming over that did not have a snowball's chance and HE double hockey sticks to winning a fight. But right now, what we're having over there on the zone is the same thing, but they're pawning them off as if they are these incredible fighters that, oh, no, wow, it's just, no. They're not, no. UK boxing is a great environment for boxing, and they will, on occasion, put out a terrific fighter. But by and large, that is not as high a quality boxing as what you get in the United States, what you get in, and I would suspect, high level, not even, I know it's not as high level Mexican boxing. It's two different levels, man. Two different levels. And so, no, dude, I can't just give, I'm not going to just run and say, oh, Ryan Garcia is this greatest fighter ever because he beats Luke Campbell. But I am going to say, no, but he did prove that he is a legitimate contender, that he is a top-notch fighter, and that he is above the best of the domestic level fighters in the UK. Because that's what that fight was with Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell is one of the few UK fighters, and you can like it or not, it's just the facts. He's one of the maybe 7 or 8 UK fighters that can truly be considered like world-level fighters. You have Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Luke Campbell, Josh Taylor, Carl Frampton, right? Guys like that. I'm sure there's some other ones that I think you can legitimately consider world-class guys. I don't know about Josh Warrington. I think Josh Warrington's a domestic level fighter that is holding on to that 126-pound WBA belt, and he knows he's not world-class, so he doesn't want to fight a world-class fighter in Gary Russell Jr. But I bring all that up to say I understand that about the competition that Ryan Garcia fought, and that a win over Ryan Garcia, Ryan Garcia's win over Luke Campbell, who was coming off of a loss against Lomachenko, right? Coming off of a loss against Lomachenko, had already lost to Jorge Linares, who, dude, isn't even a lightweight. Okay? He's not. Jorge Linares ain't really a lightweight. He's like a 126-pounder that moved up. Or maybe he was 130-pound that was draining for a little while or something. But whatever the case is, I full well understand. Now, as far as what Ronnie Shield's saying, that Ryan Garcia is going to be a difficult fight for Gervonta Davis or Teofimo Lopez or anybody else like that, I think that's true. I think he is going to be a tough fight. I think he is somebody that you got to watch out for. Even with Gervonta Davis, dude, Gervonta Davis is not going to be able to just walk in there and just beat Luke Campbell like it's just nothing. You know, not did I say Luke Campbell? Beat this guy like there's just nothing else. Ryan Garcia's name, excuse me. That Ryan Garcia is just like he's just going to run in there and that's just nothing. First of all, the fight's not going to happen if that's the case. Okay, it's just not going to happen because Ryan Garcia is the only hope for Golden Boy in the next couple years to really have somebody that can be a big draw. With Canelo gone, okay? Even though I suspect that Golden Boy and Canelo will probably have some partnerships because Eddie Reynoso is training people that are still fighting with Golden Boy. So it's kind of a funny situation. But at the end of the day, though, Ryan is going to be dangerous for these guys, man, because he's got world-class training. He also has a heart, which is something you don't know. You just don't know what guys are going to do when they are in there and they get dropped. And I think that is something fair to give the man credit for. But as far as what's going on in the lightweight division, not delusional. And I don't think Ronnie Shields is either. When Ronnie Shields saying that he'll be a tough fight for these guys, that doesn't mean that Ronnie Shields thinks that the guy's going to win, right? And I don't know what's in his head, but what's in my head is, yeah, that's going to be a tough fight, but I don't think he'll win. But that's right now. If though you have some type of like if fighters become sedentary, if fighters are not taking challenges, then yeah, I do think Ryan will pass him up. For example, Teofimo Lopez. If Teofimo Lopez doesn't fight anybody and Ryan Garcia takes matches like Luke Campbell, which challenged him, right? Now, I'm not saying Lomachenko didn't challenge Teofimo Lopez. I'm talking about moving forward in the future. If Ryan Garcia is taking tough competition that he can win, but that are showing him different things and he is really truly being developed for like when he's 27, 28 years old, and then you have Teofimo Lopez who, because I'm telling you, Teofimo Lopez is not about to fight nobody. And I can't see him fighting a legitimate fighter for the next 3 fights, 4 fights maybe. And, by the way, he had a difficult time with Nakatani. So I'm not even sure really how separate he is from the guys at 135 pounds because he definitely had significant difficulties with Nakatani, which is to his credit that he fought Nakatani because in hindsight, dude, Nakatani is a very good win. But I'm not falling on Ryan Garcia just being somebody that just because, he got that stupid looking Batman, that Robin Underoos outfit on, that's on him. But or the fact that he looks the way that he looks, or they try to sell him as being like some kind of a matinee doll, that's not on him. I think the kid's got a lot of heart, and I do believe that he'll give these guys a lot of trouble. And if these guys aren't fighting top competition and Eddie Reynoso does a better job of building Ryan Garcia than Teofimo Sr. can do of continuing to build Teofimo Lopez, dude, I think you'd be surprised, man, what could happen with these guys at 140 and 147 pounds. Because Ryan Garcia's got the frame to put on a lot of muscle because he's tall and he's long. It's just that chin hanging out in the air that's the problem for me. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think. And with that, I'm out. Peace.